きましょう。Let's continue. Room for dessert. So. Yes. Yes. Nadi. Eat. Eat. Get back. No. えうん。えFaster. E. Hey, that guy. Oh. Listen. It's really you? Oh, Mr. Wolf, it's so good to see you. You're going to be so proud of me. I'm not your little cub anymore. You'll see, I'm so much more than that now. But I've got to keep moving. I buried Dustin's sheriff alive, and he's gonna be awful sore by the time he digs his way out. Don't worry, they'll never catch me. Can you catch me, Mr. Wolf? Oh, we're going to have so much fun together. Mr. Black Wolf. At least he got the wolf. Consulting with ghosts. So you found Miss Bison, huh? I heard she's become quite a conqueror. Most raids in 30 days, they say. So she's just following in your footsteps, of course, erratic as they are. Miss Bison was a fair admirer of yours, you know. So don't flatter yourself, you musty mutt. You were more of an older brother, perhaps. A North Star to navigate from. The small galaxy that was our gang. Yes, our gang. Don't you think otherwise? We were your beast, yes? But I'd say you provided most of the blood. Speaking of which, the rest of us kept in touch for a while after that monstrosity in Terrytown. But our priorities drifted apart. Me, I have an estate to look after. Or had. Damn you. Who else is going to eat all those delicious delicacies imported from the far fucking east? Or bathe in my silver pits? Well, here we are, 2 animals past our prime, but out to pasture. So I can't help but notice that you seem substantially less dead than I. Bully for you. Alas, I cannot blame you entirely. I didn't want to put an end to you, Wolf. I was mortified at the very idea. But I also cannot deny that it had become a necessity, and in all honesty, you were holding me back. You just never seemed financially motivated, to all of our detriment. Too concerned with the chaos of it all, and addicted to the blood that followed. But I always wanted more, I needed more, and you never listened. How was I to build my empire on a scant few heists? You can't buy trust with scalps, you know. It requires gold, and lots of it. For every bank you burned to the ground, I watched my dreams float further to the horizon. I felt so alive these past few months, free from your tyranny. And look at me now. Money can buy you happiness, but it can certainly buy you pleasure. Do you remember what that feels like? I ask of sincere concern. There be blood. In. えいてえ Okay. Didn't see him. You're kicking my mind. Go to Flint. It is. Nanti. Oh, hey, I knew you couldn't stay away. You missed me too much, didn't you? Oops, those weren't your soldiers, were they? I guess I got a little carried away. You're an army of one, though, aren't you? They must have belonged to Mr. Boar, that husky hawk. I hear someone finally painted his wagon. Just don't tell the rest of his army that their roly-poly leader isn't around anymore. Things can get a bit restless when you don't have orders to follow, believe me. But look at everything I have accomplished. You never thought I had it in me, did you? But I do. I have a lot in me, and sometimes it just wants to come out. And since you've been gone, I've had no big bad wolf to hold me back. Where's Mr. Black Wolf? The wolf I knew died months ago. We left his body in the fields. I put flowers in his bullet holes. But here you are, good as new. Huh? Life is funny sometimes. Where's... I didn't want you to die, Mr. Wolf. But I mourned you, and I killed for you, and then I kept killing. They said if they caught me, they'd put me in 3 separate jails at the same time. But they won't catch me. No one will catch me. Need a better score. Hey, she's a child, Boar. Why would he let her run the raid? This isn't any old knockover, this is armed guards ordinance. My dear, we're talking about preventive measures. You don't think that firecracker fuse trails forever, do you? If the wolf keeps her bottled up much longer, she's bound to explode. And I, for one, would rather shit myself blind than be around when that happens. If you were half as fit as you were foul, maybe your vote would count for more around here. You don't trust the wolf's judgment? I trust him to do what's best for the beasts. Though sometimes I wonder if that's what's best for my own well-being. I do quite enjoy being alive, you know. And what makes you think he wouldn't keep you that way? You're not entirely useless. There was a time before the beast, you know. A time before you, Crone. Once the wolf and I rode out past the swamps behind Large Lodge. Just the two of us. It was desolate. We came across a man out there, thin as a cornstalk and twice as flimsy. He stepped in a ditch and broke his legs, snapped a bone clean in half. The wolf looked at him hard for a long time, babbling and sobbing such as he was. Then he pulled out his axe and quite as lightning, he put it right between the man's eyes. He put him down like an animal, like some discarded thing. I respected him for his mercy, but as we rode away, I saw a sly smile creep across his lips. A quiet horror of its own. Perhaps it wasn't mercy at all, but the chance to kill without consequences. His first as far as I knew, but far from his last. It still quivers my jellies to this day. If I were to slip and fall, would he help me up, or make sure I stayed down for good? I think you'd have enough trouble getting up on your own. You never thought this important enough to tell me before? Yes, well, you're very old. Even if I had, there's a strong possibility it would have rolled out of your decrepit mind. Fuck you, swine. Not on your most dapper day. of time. Feeling a little... That's feeling well. Going to end this stream at this. Thank you all for watching now in the future and see you again next time. このストリームは終わりましょう。ではでは、おつふり、またね、じゃあね。